Hello, and welcome back to another Lookback video. This time it is going to be focused around Modern Warfare 2's infamous bypass modding on the PlayStation 3. MW2 Bypass was a special time for the modding community. Modding was already at its peak popularity and the era bypass had began getting popular, and more excellent GSC coders kept popping out of nowhere with menus people had only dreamed of when the PlayStation 3 was first getting modded. Here's how MW2 Bypass had started and worked throughout the years. After GSC was patched in 1.12, people thought it would be the end of serious modding for MW2, as people just began coding simple CFG patches with very basic aim assists, UAV, and etc. All client menus were assumed dead until a DNS server was released that could block the hosting servers for patches for PlayStation 3 games. This meant you could delete MW2's patch as an official firmware user and still get on Bypass, which in turn revived the bypass community for quite a long time. Eventually this method was patched as well, but it didn't take too long to figure out a new way to bypass once again, this time with an external program for your computer or laptop to use called Elite Mossy Patch Blocker. This is what gave bypass on MW2 the last little bit of juice it needed to continue to stay popular. It worked by entering a proxy server and port into your console that the program would tell your computer to host would automatically set up functions to block update ports from PSN. Think of it like UDP Unicorn, but it didn't lag your entire console's connection, just the updating portion of it. After this was patched, things were already looking down for MW2 Bypass. A lot of the original modders had begun leaving, and Bypass was getting more stale with the release of GTA and BO2 respectively. However, there was one last method that was used by many before Bypass would become officially dead as it is today. This method was called the Kiosk Firmware Bypass. It was just a slightly tweaked version of the demo firmware that the PlayStation 3s had in store when they were first being sold. These demo firmwares were only intended to show games, so they never had implications to force games to update. This was easily exploited after being found out. However, this came much too late, and MW2 Bypass was only getting around 1 to 2 lobbies on weekends now, unlike the 25 plus that would be hosted on a daily basis when it was still popular. Unfortunately, this is the end of the story, as MW2 as a whole began dying, and with the declining population of the PS3 in general, MW2 Bypass was officially declared dead by most modders by mid to late 2014. Whitewater, Lefevre Water, Red Dot City, Elite Mossy, XEPIX TV, Cushion Lean, California Kush, Black Diamond. All these incredible menus were made by people who wanted the community to have fun. The amazing mods laying within these menus, such as Zombieland, Roll the Dice, Prop Hunt, and even Gun Game. Not to mention a majority of these menus incorporated other menus into it so the user would have the best experience. This was an amazing time to be around the modding community, regardless if you were a modder or not. With that out of the way, I want to give some shoutouts to the people and groups that existed during this era. The ones that inspired me to join the community. Joka Mods, one of the first modders I ever stumbled across. I only talked to him once or twice, however, I'm glad I did. The entire SWA clan, standing for Slapped with Accuracy, which I was a part of for quite some time. Drizzy, Reset, all those fuckers. Thanks. Hackers for Hire, the entire damn clan. God, how much I fangirled back in the day over them. I wanted to be an HFH so bad. Creation, a clan that, for some reason, some of the members didn't like SWA, but I still respect massively. Huge fucking clan, by the way. Host Only, who I never got to know personally, but I think he kicked so much ass in the modding community back in the day. He was heavily respected by everybody. Nobody turned against him, had beef with him or anything, so incredible dude. Mayhem Modding, an absolute legend. What more can I say? Southside Modern, absolute legend. What more can I say? The Moo Moo Modding clan, which I had massive beef with a few years back. I think some of the Moo Moo fuckers still watch my videos. Thanks for hitting me offline every opportunity you guys got, you fucking dickheads. And, of course, last but not least, Lactical. Even though everybody hated CFG at the time that they started becoming popular, he created some of the first god tier CFG menus. He completely set an entirely new standard for how CFG menus should look and perform. So shout out to Lacto, he's no longer active, but you were fucking awesome too, dude. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like it if you liked it, obviously. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.